Hello there, I am currently doing one of these awesome NIX TIX Ravnica events. So, I haven't drafted this format in a while, and I was never very good when I drafted it, so we'll see what happens. So, in this pack, we've got Golgari Grave Troll. I don't know if that's actually good, it looks pretty sweet. Golgari Rot Farm and Consultant Necrosages. And blah 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 blah. Okay, Flash Conscription is also pretty good. If you've never played with Active Treason in your life, then go do that. It's pretty sweet. Covering Courage, it seems fine. So for me, the picks between Rot Farm, Conscription, and I don't know how good the Grave Troll will be. I never ended up playing with it in the few drafts that I did, but I'm pretty sure Flash Conscription will be sweet. So we're just going to take that. I don't think Grave Troll is worth like a bunch of ticks online. And we get past a Bright Flame or a Compulsive Research. Ooh. Making me pick so early. Oh, and Vidalcan Dismisser. Pretty sure the pick is just Bright Flame. It locks us into Boros though for the first pack, which I mean isn't that bad. There's a Faith Fetters in here too. Could this person have possibly taken? It's an old set. I don't think they update it to reflect the new foiling system. So, yeah, I don't know. But, pretty sure the pick is just Bright Flame. The next person probably takes Faith's Fetters. But, whatever. This is unfortunate. I guess we're going to try and be Boros, Orzhov, Rakdos if we can, because we're past shipping a bunch of good blue, so I don't think we're going to get it back the other way. What do we got here? Oh, and there's Last Gasp and Galvanic Arc in this pack. I don't understand. Celestial Guildmage is awesome, but we are unfortunately not the right color to use for good ability. So it's between Galvanic Arc and Last Gasp. I'm just going to take the Galvanic Arc because we know we're going to play that one. But Last Gasp is pretty good. I actually don't like passing that at all. But what can you do? And what have we got here? What does this end up being? This is we can't take green cards because that just ends up being terrible. Because if you haven't drafted this format, what you basically want to do is you want to pick one guild from each pack. So it's between Wojak Embermage here. Sorry, I'm just like interrupting my thoughts. But what you do is you want to get one guild from each pack, so that way, because the whole thing is built around two-color guilds. And so right now we're looking at Boros, which is the red-white guild in the first pack. And we want to go probably Orzhov or Izzet, which is the black-white and red-green. And then the last pack we get our pick of two different guilds. So basically it comes down to whether we want Peel from Reality, which is pretty sweet, or Wojak Embermage, which is also pretty sweet. The unfortunate thing is sometimes you ping your own creatures. So I'm actually going to take Peel from Reality here. That's probably wrong. Yeah, that's probably wrong, but I actually do like this card. Peel from Reality with this card, Izzet Chronarch, is basically awesome, because you just end up bouncing one of their creatures every turn. It does cost 7 mana, but it also results in some pretty sweet blocking situations. Anyway, so right now we've got Bell Tower Sphinx, a card that I'm sure many of you are familiar with, not everyone. Snapping Drake, which is pretty awesome as a 3/2 attacker. Tidewater minion. Other options are Clutch of the Undercity, but we could be black if we ditch our white. Or I'm just going to take Bell Tower Sphinx here because it's huge, but Snapping Drake would probably be my next pick. And here we've got Thundersong Trumpeter, which is pretty sweet, so we're just going to snap that one up. Yeah, Kolhov Swine is not very good unless you're a big guy. Scout Legionnaire is okay, but like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get rid of it. Like, this format isn't particularly aggressive. Now we've got, so Voyager Staff gets rid of a creature for a turn. Careless Forays lets you sack creatures. Perplex. And Biashina Slasher. Biashina Slasher does not seem very good. That does not seem very good. Season's strength is pretty good, but unfortunately it's in one of the worst ones. If you start off with Selesnya, you either need a 4-color monstrosity or you can't go anywhere. Each player, that seems pretty bad. I'm just going to take Perplex here. It's possible that we'll end up black, but I don't know. Stone Cedar Hierophant. I'm just actually going to take she's actually not that bad, but I'm actually going to take the Selesnya Signet here. There's a small chance that we end up Rug, and that would be pretty sweet, just have a slightly odd color Signet. Like, this card is not really what you want. That's definitely not what you want. And we're not really looking to make a lot of things not block, so we're just going to go with that. What do we get back? Drake Familiar with Galvanic Arc's pretty sweet, but I think we're just going to go with Flight of Fancy. It says draw 2 cards right on it. So yeah, we're just going to go with that one. We need to pick up a few more creatures, but it's not that big a deal, because we can just get random guys like this. So we got Greater Forgeling, which is pretty big, or Zephyr Spirit, which comes back to your hand. I'm just going to take the Forgeling, because he's pretty sweet. Taxi Straight Able without Defender, that costs way too much. We'll just take this and leave no trace just in case. Right now we have, a variety of options we can go. We definitely want red and blue, because those are what our best colors are. And we can either go white, and we're just going to take Smash here. Smash is pretty cool. Draw a card, great mental magic. Wow. That is a late Greater Moss Dog. We are going to take that. Take Wojciech Siren. Alright, Greater Moss Dog's pretty good. Basically, you have to figure out if what you want to draw that turn is a 3/3, and if you do, then you simply dredge it back. He's a good man. Not as good as, Moldervine Cloak, but he's maybe I'm completely wrong. That guy is not as good as I remember, but I think he's pretty good. So let's hide these cards that we're definitely not playing. We wouldn't even play Perpect, but what can we get with it? We can get Galvanic Arc. Yeah, it doesn't seem anywhere near good enough. Flash Conscription still seems pretty sweet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it costs too much mana, but it's hard to argue with an Act of Treason or Ray of Command. It's a Ray of Command that, if we play it off the Signet, it can even let us do things. So what do we got here? Nothing that's immediately worth a bunch of money. So there's that. We've got Spellfire Spirit's pretty sweet. Taste is probably fine. So we don't have, we basically can't play Taste, it turns out. Unless we abandon it. Like, we've got Steamcore Weird, which is a perfectly fine pick in our colors. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. And we've also got Scarrigan Skybreaker and Silhana Starfletcher. But I think that we can go Rug if we need to. We'll see what ends up coming. I don't think this is better than this, because it just costs 7 mana in a weird color combination. I could be wrong, and maybe we should just take these and go immediately into black, white, red, or even black, white, red, blue doesn't work. So I'm just going to take the Steamcore Weird. And here we've got, probably Is It Boilerworks? So this Wild Size is pretty good. Petra Hodrox is not that bad. I used to think that card was terrible until I realized your opponent can't use removal on it. But it can, a tapper effect will be pretty bad for it. Cerebral Vortex seems okay. I mean, it's just it's a Night's Whisper with an instant. So we're just going to take this Boilerworks. Ghost Warden's pretty sweet. And here, we've got our pick. We've got Savage Twister, Is It Chronarch, Ogre Savant, Repeal, Gore-Clan Savage, and Scab-Clan Mauler. We're just going to take the Savage Twister, because Savage Twister is awesome. I don't know if you've read this card, but it deals X damage to each creature. And hopefully we can either table this Chronarch or get another one, because Is It Chronarch plus Savage Twister is pretty savage. See what I did there? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so here we've got, unfortunately, the best cards in this pack are, you know, man, Bellfire Spirit's in here. That's pretty good. Rabble Rouser seems mediocre. I don't want to give up on Rug yet, although there are a lot of good. Maybe we should. Red, green, black. We could go red, green, black, blue, white. Is that all the colors? Yeah. So probably not that one. This is a tough pick. Could go red, green, white. Man, they're only giving me another few seconds. Well, was a train of thought. That sucked. Man. All right, that pick was embarrassing. It's terrible. I wish I had more time to think about that one. This is a 4/4. That doesn't seem that bad actually. Just turns into a 4/4. Or we could just take Wild Side. Wild Side's pretty good. I think I'd rather just take Wild Side, which I know is good, as opposed to this Girl Warplow, which might not be. And at this point, we're locked into Rug. So, yeah, we need more creatures. But boy, do we need more creatures. Yep, here's a creature. We're going to take it. This card's not very good. A lot of cards in the game. This card wasn't even good when it's damage stacked. I mean, just look at how expensive it is. But now that damage no longer stacks, that creature is basically worthless. We got to get a few early drops. I took the Bloodscale there because it's a creature in our colors. So yeah, our goal is to just pick up, you know, some more quality creatures. I mean, we're playing Greater Fortune at this point, which isn't ideal. I mean, I don't think it's a bad creature, but it's certainly not amazing. Yeah, I mean, we should go with the rules. Yeah, I would go with Tinstry Tool again here somehow. This is the colors that we are. It's Rug plus white. This is your sorcery. It's the only target for each other spell targets. So we've got Wild Size currently is the only thing for that. So I don't think it's that good. I just want to take this Tinstry Tool again here, because we need some early stuff. And, I mean, it's awkward that it could destroy our own Selesnya Signet. Destroy target artifact. Yeah, but it's great against other people's signets, and we could just, you know, not do it. Ooh, Pyromant. This is a pretty good pack. We got Skerrigan Pitsulk. Is it Signet or Pyromantics? Pyromantics is expensive for what it does, but I just can't say no to value. Yeah, we got 6 creatures. That's probably plenty. And here we get Gruul Nordrog. And by that I mean we get Gruul Nordrog because we need more creatures. And here we are easily taking... Ooh, this is a tough one. Goblin Flectomancer or Wild Cantor. I think we just go with Wild Cantor here. It helps our mana. Ooh, Scab Clan Mauler. That was clutch. Yeah, the land isn't very good. It's like it costs 5, and I don't... Actually, I should have read it again. I'm pretty sure you don't... You still have to pay mana. Really? That is interesting. This Morning Throw is pretty late. This card isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. We're just going to go with Rabble Rouser here. Probably not going to end up playing it because we don't seem like a Bloodthirst attack deck, but it's not that bad. It kind of is. Here we clearly take Infiltrator's Mage Mark. Ooh, we actually have quite a few Mage Marks, or quite a few enchantments. It'll take Hissing Miasma. Good old last minute line. This guy's terrible. What was I saying? I was saying some words before, but I forgot what they are. Yeah, we should probably pick up like 4 more creatures in this pack. That'd be pretty good. We just really want to, you know. Ooh, Spell Snare. Is there anything? Oh, Plaxcaster Frogwings in here. Just gonna do a quick check to see what Spell Snare is worth. I don't think it's worth very much, but I figure I'd check. If it's like 3 or more ticks, I'll probably take it. Spell Snare. Okay, sorry. So let's make it so that way I pick Plaxcaster Frogling if nothing else happens, because that card is pretty sweet. But let's check. MPG. Traders. Yeah. Ascension. Let's see how this is going. This is probably not something you guys are terribly interested in watching, and I'll consider editing it out. Let's be honest here, that is way too much work. Spell Snare is, 3 ticks. Yeah, it's not worth it. So we're just going to take Plaxcaster Frogling. And we're going to take Void Slime here, probably. Nah. Void Slime can't be that good. It actually just... The options here are between Aquastrand Spider, Assault Zeppelid, and Silkwing Scout. Damage doesn't... Oh, I guess Plaxband is in there too. And Void Slime's in there too. It's definitely not a bad card. Maybe we should just take the Void Slime, because I don't think it will table one. I'm pretty sure I can table one of these 3. So, yeah, we'll just take Void Slime. Apparently that was wrong. Who would have known? We definitely don't want 2 Void Slimes, so I'm just going to take this Assault Zeppelid. I guess that makes the pick easier. Maybe the Void Slime... That Void Slime definitely won't table. I guess it's like nice to just have an out to my opponent's bombs. It's a shame they stopped making cards like this, which is to say, counterspell with an extra ability for just 3 mana. I guess they kinda did. Here, I'm just taking Ocular Halo. We only have 11 guys, but I'm not really that worried about it. And by that I mean, I probably should be, but I'm not. So I'm just going to take Ocular Halo here and hope that we table a Ragworm or something like that. Yeah. See how much Void Slime's worth. Void Slime is worth a full $1. That was the best rare draft I've ever done. Now time for some cookies. And there's a very late Seal of Fire. Oh wait, we're red. Holy shit. I actually forgot that we were red. There's probably a bunch of mispicks I made. So the question is, insane value versus Seal of Fire. And I am the biggest fan of value you will meet other than, LSV or Richard Shea. But I think we're going to have to go Seal of Fire here. We've only got 1, 2, 3. Probably that. My roommate just walked in. So, yeah, I took the Seal of Fire. It's a good removal spell, efficient. And then I was able to get a Coiling Oracle in the next pack, so everything was awesome. I love Ragware with Ocular Halo. Sorry, I'm eating chips, or eating cookies. But Healing Squirt is just going to be way better. And that's a 3/3 flyer. I guess our thing's flying. I'm not going to table anything good. Maybe we'll get a Busking Film. Best combo is Busking Film and Transfield Courier. The good old +5/+5. So here, over the Great Crasher or Thrive. We don't have any creatures with Defender. I don't think we do. No, we don't. All creatures attack, so we're just going to take the Gate Crasher. Probably not going to main deck him, but I could keep bringing him in. If our opponent ever has a sick curve of I don't even know what a 2-mana defender is. I don't even know what a 4-mana defender is. I just know Carbon Caryatid. That's it. I don't even think Vigian Hydropon has defender. I think it just has this creature can't attack or block. Yep, I was right. So the options are Riot Spikes, Psychotic Fury, We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it will cycle often enough. Oh man, we didn't get Chronarch back. So I'm gonna take Riot Spikes to remove a spell basically. Flax Manta is the choice here. Yeah, Flax Manta is sweet. Just counter removal spells and being a 2/2 is pretty awesome. Oh man, I have a second cookie. This is the best day ever. Because you guys care so much, I finished my homework. The first time in years that I finished my homework on time and given myself the ability to go over it. Went to Subway, watched fireworks. Now I have 2 cookies, and there are NIX TIX RGD drafts. And they revealed a new awesome blue card that can just never die. And by never die, I mean your opponent could have 2 removal spells, and it's only a 5/1 flyer, so it's probably going to end up dying a lot, especially because damage doesn't stack, so you can't stack it. And then flip them back into your library. Back on topic, Enigma Eidolon's pretty much the choice here. I don't think we're going to play it, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 multicolored spells. 9 with Riot Spikes. I don't think it's going to get there. My card's pretty bad. I could see playing this card, which is a sad thing. Yeah, we'll just take the Street Savvy. Ooh, Ignorant Bliss is pretty sweet. Yeah, we'll take that one. Right. I didn't know what the other cards were. Some shitty Eidolon or something. I'm gonna take a Taste for Mayhem one out. I think I drafted this deck one time that was like double Taste for Mayhem and a bunch of random Hellbent guys. So I just dropped my hand and Taste for Mayhem people to death. Or maybe that was a really bad constructed deck that I made. A casual deck back when I did that. So, I mean, we only got 1 Karoo. Maybe that seems... I guess we should have trusted that we'd get enough playables in the next pack, maybe? I don't know. I think it was still fine. We could actually very reasonably play this Infiltrator's Mage Mark. I don't know if we want to, but we certainly could. Oh man. So sad we can't play a Bright Flame. So, with the Signet and the Bounce Land, I'm strongly tempted to play the lower than normal number of lands. We do have some pretty expensive spells, so yeah, I don't think we will. I guess with Ocular Halo and Train of Thought, you can reasonably draw past. So it comes down to... Oh, this card's pretty sweet with a Hellbent. I don't even know why I didn't notice that before. So I think it comes down to Riot Spikes or no. So the cool thing about these is that they're basically 2 mana sources in 1 land. So, you know what? I've been running 16 a land a lot in my Karoo decks, so we're gonna go with that now. What does Modo think? We're definitely not playing a Black Sworth. The good old 666. Now, let's actually think about this. Shall we equally need all of our colors? Man, blue is our base color. All right. So blue is our base color. So we definitely want 1 more blue. And is that it? Let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Red. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 green. That's just so gross. I think I'd almost rather do this. We got the Bulwark. Yeah. This mana base is not very reassuring, but we'll get there. We got some powerful spells. What are our win conditions here? These 2 guys. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We definitely have some powerful spells. This should be good. This should be definitely good. So, yeah. That is that. Make sure this even looks okay. Oh man. Yeah, Stephen Martin there. Those are obviously the best ones. So what does this look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources, 7 blue sources, 5. I mean, it's just 5, 6, 7, really? No, that's not that bad. Like I said, blue is our base color. And blue has Train of Thought, Light of Fancy, and Ocular Halo. So it's drawn to our other things. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We didn't really get a bomb. I don't know if Tesa or Golgari, Grave Troll were bombs. Unfortunately, not like everyone else on the internet, we did not open up a foil dual land, or Dark Confidant. People like Owen Turnawall and Drew Levin have been tweeting their awesome opens. I believe Owen Turnawall had like foil breeding pool, and the next draft should open up Dark Confidant. But yeah, we'll see what happens.